The little foxes that spoil the vine. For our vine have tender grapes. I will tag the text this morning. I will simply ask you to look, those of you that have your spouse with you.
Well,
those of you that have your spouse with you, your significant other with you, I would ask you to look them dead in the eye to where you see your reflection off of their eyeball. Once you have them in your focus, this is the declaration I would, amen, tag for you to say to them very, very simply, is to watch the foxes. Let me get every brother in here just to repeat after me. Brother said, watch the foxes. You know that the Bible uses an array of language. Linguistically, it uses different genres of language. Poetry, history, wisdom. It uses those genres of language. And the Lord takes aspects of his creativity in all that he has created. Everything. Animals, the land, insects, uses ants, spiders. He uses nature, wind. He uses the extremes of nature. Typhoon, tornado, hurricane, storm. He goes across the gamut, bringing to you and to the readers of ancient times to communicate with them how he would allow the relationship to pattern up after his own sovereign will. Are y'all with me? Is that right? He uses animals, and in this context, he asks Solomon, a man of astute wisdom, to use a fox. And in rabbinical times, foxes were known, they were historically known to be pests to the agrarian society. They would destroy some livestock, tear up some chickens. He uses the fox, a member of the dog family, to convey the importance of understanding the need for discipline in your marriage.
Yeah, there you go. There you go, Pastor. There you go.
All right.
Take the context from the relationship between a man and a woman. You can even transfer it over into the relationship even in the church, because what he's suggesting is not only are there little foxes in the marriage, but there are also little foxes in the church.
All right.
Yes, sir.
Foxes have by nature are known to just tear up stuff. You know how little babies are when they're real small, and you got all your little special trinkets on the little whatnot shelf and all of that, and the baby, they don't care nothing about all that. They'll just crawl up there and they'll just tear it all down. And when you going into a whole different kind of language, trying to express your dissatisfaction with them just tearing it down. Foxes will tear it up.
Yes, they will.
They by habitat, they were smart, agile,
Yeah.
quick.
Yeah. Wow.
They would dart here and there. Before you know it, one of them done snuck up on you.
That's right.
All in your business.
Yeah.
I noticed something about how words change over time. They take on different connotations and meanings.
Right.
You know what I'm talking about.
Yes, sir.
Because I remember growing up, I'm finna kind of date myself a little bit, but that's all right, you're all right. Anyway, there was a time when we used the term fox for a female in a whole different connotation. I got to help We were growing up over there. South Dallas and said, well, man, how your girlfriend look? Man, she's a fox. Before you got married, that's all you were calling your, hey man, your bride to be was. She's a fox. That's what she is. I'm gonna marry that fox. I heard it in a long time. Call her everything but a fox. It's amazing how words take on different nuances and changes over time. The Lord gives Solomon this in a metaphorical sense, to bring to bear on the importance of really understanding the need to guard your marriage, amen, and your relationship. To guard it. Why? Because the foxes are looming. They're never really far away. Here a fox, there a fox. Every time you turn around, little fox creeping up in my relationship. Just when I thought we turned the corner, here come the little furry tail. Yeah, four-legged creature. And seeking to tear down what the Lord would have erected for his own model of testimony. I tell you, my brothers and sisters, now is the time. Those of you who are already married and those of you who've been on the road for a while, amen. Amen. Foxes don't get tired. Amen. Amen. They don't die, they just multiply. Yeah. Amen. It's hard for you to let your guard down. Why? Because the foxes are always there the vineyard of your marriage, in the vineyard of the church. Amen. Amen. And even in the vineyard of society. I tell you, them foxes, they just keep popping up. They come in all shapes, all sizes. They got red foxes, gray foxes, amen, black foxes, brown foxes. They got all different, amen, appearances to where you can't let your guard down. As soon as you let it down, I'm here to tell you this morning, they come so quick, they dark, amen, they're smart, amen, they're agile, amen, and you see them, now you see them, now you don't. You think it's all right, but that's the time when they're creeping up on you. Y'all still walking with me. So what I'll share with you this morning is that the word reminds us, the challenging aspect of this word is that you ought to watch the foxes. Now, don't think for 1 minute just because you may be doing all right this morning in your marriage or in your relationship. Don't you dare think that all is well in the city of your soul. Because that's when the foxes, amen, seem to gain new life. And their job is not to cultivate. Their job is to destroy and annihilate your relationship. Have we got a witness? So it may not be no giants in the land, but I tell you, foxes loom heavy. Amen. There's plenty of room for the foxes. There are. This word reminds us here is maybe speaking in terms of not of the lover, but the beloved. Are y'all with me here? Shulamite woman, beautiful black woman, hair black as crow's feathers. Hair, in her own distinctiveness. She had a light about her. She had an aurora about her. And the Lord reminds us through Solomon that it's important to understand, amen, your position, amen, in the relationship. Not only your position, but your disposition. The foxes have a tendency to move you, amen, out of your position and placing you in an unfamiliar or uncomfortable disposition. Are y'all with me here? I hear her saying, by night on my bed I saw him, the one whom my soul loveth. I sought him, but I found him not. What he's reminding us this morning is that you can't afford to let your guard down. Y'all ain't saying nothing to me. I see you got some foxes on your lap this morning. But what he's reminding us here is this: take note of the foxes. Listen, Solomon, and it's interesting as I move on, Solomon, he knew how to set it up, but he couldn't follow through on a whole lot of things. You know old Solomon, old player. Old player, 300, amen, concubines, 700 wives with no name, 1,000 nameless women. Y'all ain't hip to What he reminding us is that we understand something. Solomon, you're all right, and you got wisdom, but you ought to be able to put that wisdom into a better track to remind us, amen, that he who had loved many women had not loved any of them, and he that had loved one woman had loved them all. Y'all will get that at the stop sign. What he's saying here this morning, he said, I need you to listen. Solomon said, take us the foxes. In other words, watch the foxes. Watch the foxes. Why? Because, listen, these foxes have a tendency to just want to destroy your marriage. How's that? He said, watch them. There they are. Amen. Amen. They show up at night. They show up at noonday. They show up in the morning.